Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Savotta, Russia. We are in the forest actually. That's been a long time. And yeah, we're at the camp here as you can see. We're also at the little Yamaha as you can see. I don't really know what we're gonna do other than we're gonna do an overnighter and we're gonna do the review on the combat version. If we're gonna stay here at the camp or not, I don't really know. But one thing I can suggest is that we go for a walk. Down there, out there, in the beautiful forest we haven't been in for a long time. It's raining actually, not that much right now, but it's been raining and it is raining and it will rain and let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what we are gonna do. What I can say is that it's not really cold. It's like plus 5, 7 C's. Let's go for a little walk. And I realized something. I realized that I have forgotten my cross-throw Mora Kensball, which always has my large ferro rod in it, right? And that is why we can always start the survival stuff here with. That is why I always have a means of making fire with my knives. So I have the world's smallest ferro rod with me, which is awesome for starting fires, even if it's very small. And I also have a few items I never leave to the forest without, almost never. And that is my mess kit, my ground pad, and in the mess kit we also have a lighter. So even we just grew up and forget our stuff, because it's a long time since I've been in the forest, right? So believe it or not, then you can actually get out of the routine and so on. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna settle for setting up a camp here. Actually, why not? But I think we can. I think I'll have to check out if we can. If my jungle cord fits between these two trees there, or this pine and that sapling. You can see there's been a moose here, right? Eating a little bit there, eating a little bit there. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining. It's nothing serious, but it's raining. I have my jacket. I have, what do I have? 2 long sleeve t-shirts. That's it. Then I have some stuff in the pack, of course. I have a tarp. And this and this and that. Of course, don't have any sleeping bag or anything. We're just on a little hunting scout, right? And we just decided to stay in the forest, listen to the forest, find out what's going on. Alright, so we have our jungle cord here, or some people call it anyway. You can see it's pretty simple. We have all these knots between 2 strings of paracord, right? Then we can just put the knot through there, and the tighter we pull, the tighter it will get, the better it will hold. So yeah, it actually reaches all over there around the pine, so that's awesome. So we can set up camp here. So I think we're gonna get the tarp up and then we're gonna harvest some firewood and then we're gonna make a woodsman's chair to sit and spend the night on. It's not it's 2 o'clock, it's gonna get dark in not too long actually, because we have these heavy rain clouds. It's kind of been dark all day long. It's actually wet. That is a bad sign. That's our trip gone wrong. This is very bad. This is very bad. This is a very good example on how things screw up and making use of the wrong equipment. This plastic bottle here, these kind of plastic bottles I used for a long time, but this is the wrong equipment. This I have learned today because there's a hole in the bottom. I've always been nervous that the cap would pop off if it got a real hard hit, and it got a real hard hit today. And when I'll show you, when it got this hard hit here, I immediately, because I fell on my back, I immediately got up, opened the backpack and checked the water, and I could see, oh, there's water, fine. I didn't check properly. I should have pulled it out and looked. Okay, yeah, we'll bring it back, of course. It means everything there is soaking wet. This is not that bad. It means we don't have any water, which is very bad, because there's no water here whatsoever. There's a far way to water. Of course, I could sit here all night long without water. Spending 24 hours here without water is not gonna happen. So if it was a real scenario, this is the time where I would say, yeah, I would have to hike by night, which is a very bad idea, but I have 3 flashlights with me. Headlamp, surprise, surprise, the power tag, what is it called? Something with 9, yeah, E9R G4. It's an awesome light, but I forgot what it's called. But I used it for a long time now. And then I have another light. It's from Hybrid Light, Memos is called. Memos 2 actually, awesome light, very long lasting. In this situation I would not sit and wait, no way. If it was for real, if we were like much further into the forest, here it takes a long time to hike 5-10 kilometers, 8-10 kilometers. So that's why I took the bike, and we are not 8 kilometers in. That's not what I'm saying, we're like 5 kilometers or something. I would make the decision to hike out, because to sit and just wait without water, start to eat and so on, very bad idea, very bad idea. And yeah, I would just have to try and make my way out. Even it's a very bad idea to hike during the night in a wild forest. But I do have a 9mm, 9x18mm with me, small guy, in the backpack at the moment. But yeah, let's get up to the camp and see what's going on. I knew there was something wrong when the Silky big boy was that wet, because it doesn't get that wet through the backpack here. It's a heavily rubberized backpack, but it's of course not 100% waterproof. Alright guys, so we're back at camp. Let me show you what happened. We have this guy laying here. This branch is from that tree in there. This one, this is basswood, basswood. And it's been broken off up there. I was just all the way up there actually. I was just hanging down here. Here we also have a remain of it. As you hopefully can see, it was hanging there. So what I did was that I wanted to pull it down, of course, because we don't need any widow makers around here, right? So I pulled it and I pulled it and I pulled it a little bit more, and it gave way and fell down, and so did I, because I stepped back And then we have this guy, and I landed on my back straight there. You can actually see it as the imprint of the backpack. There was no way to cushion the fall or anything. I landed straight on the backpack. What I'm amazed about is that the cap held up and the bottom blew out, because the bottom is really, really thick. But yeah, that was a lesson learned. I need to do something else, to bring something else for my water, because in this location here, we're far away from the rivers. And yeah, had we been around the river, of course, not been a problem, right? Had we had some large pools of water, it would not have been such a big problem. If we had heavy rain, it would not be such a big problem, but I don't know if we're gonna have or not. But I know one thing is that when I'm away from home, I'm in the forest, I all of a sudden do not have any water left, then there's only one thing to do. Even I have a whole combat ration of 2.5 kilos, there's only one thing to do, and that's to get out as fast as possible. because without water, it's not gonna get any easier by the hour, right? Not that I'm gonna dehydrate now, but I would not sit here and wait for 12, 15, 18 hours without drinking anything and then start hiking, right? It'll be completely idiotic. But there's no way around here to get water, actually. You can dig all the hell you want, and it's just sand and clay ground. There's nothing here, nothing. The thing is with the hiking at night is, of course, dangerous, because we have logs and everything everywhere, right? And when we get out on the logging trails, it doesn't get less dangerous, because the hunters of the night, they are more active during the night than during the day, and they know the darkness is a disadvantage for whatever they are hunting, unless you are a snowshoe hare or something like this, right? But anyway, they also use the logging trails and the trails, of course, because like us, they are lazy, and they don't necessarily want to crawl around in this forest here, right? So hiking at night is something that should be avoided for a number of reasons. But let's get home, let's get the pack off, and let's see how the equipment looks, and see how the equipment, the sleeping equipment fares, because it'll be interesting to me anyway, and see does it hold water. It's a Järven bag, I can say already by now. I have two different ones, but this is the one with the Prima Loft. I want to see if it's wet or not. So here we have it, guys. Fjellduken Hunter, Järven Hunter, and it's wet from around here and down. Prima Loft should be all right, even when wet. Should be yeah. Holding its values, what you can call it. So let's see. It's not really that wet, but it is wet. That's basically it. So guys, that is it for this little video here. That is how things could have turned out. Pretty bad, or not that bad, but that you have to, I would have had to hike during the night and all that funky stuff, because I'm certainly not going to sit around in a dark forest without water for many hours and then have to hike out again many kilometers. So guys, check the link in the description. Please consider supporting the channel and all that good stuff. And until next time, get out and train, get done, do something awesome. See you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much for your time.